Well, what is going on, guys? Luke here today, and I want to talk about Ark Invest doing some massive discount shopping. And guess what? It wasn't just one stock, but 3 stocks across the entire investing spectrum. So there's something for everyone today, and all I ask for in return is that you just ever so gently tap that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And more updates on the private group at the end, so stick around for that if you're interested. So for those of you guys new to the channel, I do not spend 10 minutes reading off the company's website or bog you guys down with a science lesson to just extend the videos to cram more ads into it. I just give you what is important in regards to the stock. That's it. There are lots of other great videos out there that get into all the science and the technology if you really want it, but your time is valuable and I want to make sure that I respect that. You didn't come here for a science lesson, you came here for stocks. Now on to the first company Ark dumped a ton of money into this week. And actually, Ark just added over 6 million shares of this stock. Now obviously, I won't be adding that many shares, but this is actually a large share buy even for Ark Invest. And the stock would be PLTR, or ticker symbol PLTR. And I probably mispronounced it again, I'm sorry. Now I know you guys have been bugging me to make a video about this stock, and honestly with any IPO, and especially in this current market, I want to see a couple of quarters and let the hype die down and then assess how it's performing from there. There's way more hype pushing up stocks right now than there should be, so I just tend to take my time with this stuff. Graham Stephan just did a great video discussing what is going on right now in the stock market. But a quick synopsis here, basically companies that are killing it and smashing records and doing unbelievable or just falling off a cliff, and companies that are losing money, have bad financials, and are trending down as a company are seeing their stocks go through the roof. So it's just crazy out there right now. And I'll put a link to that video down in the description if you want to check that out. But don't click until you finish my video or YouTube will ban you. Not my rules, that's their rules. Now back to PLTR. I actually looked to add shares earlier this week as it had a huge drop off, and apparently Ark did too. So this stock was on a massive slide for almost a week as they had an earnings miss, and there were also fears of a lockout period expiring soon that would cause the crash in the price further. All that basically means is that the lockup period expired, therefore some investors who could not dump their shares before could now dump their shares on the market. And since it had run up so big after the IPO, that was definitely a possibility. Add that in with it not meeting Wall Street's expectations as they reported a big loss for the quarter, and guidance was less than what everyone on Wall Street wanted to see, and you have a recipe for the stock trading down. But when you actually take a look at the numbers themselves, it was actually still quite an impressive quarter. And obviously Ark felt the same way about it and added heavily to this stock. Now a quick side note with all this, I love the Wall Street bets movement and what they are trying to do. But if I'm being honest, I'm not really a fan of my long-term plays being a part of the movement. Now with short-term plays, it's awesome as it gives me an early exit at a price I might not have ever gotten otherwise. So I'm making more money than I would have in a shorter amount of time. Sounds good to me. But on my long-term plays, I'm not really much of a fan. So when I read that this stock was a target of the group, it kind of turned me off a bit as I want this as a long-term play, not a short-term buy and sell. But obviously Ark didn't care either way. So stock number 2 that Ark added was Tesla. Well, what do you know? Me and Cathie are on the same page with this stock. As my video above pointed out, this was the time to relax and maybe do some discount shopping. And since Cathie is a subscriber to my channel, she saw the video and instead of panic selling like she was going to, she decided to buy more of the dip. Now I'm not sure I need to go into any in-depth analysis with this stock as everybody on this channel is quite familiar with it, but Ark is long Tesla, has a target price well above where it's trading at right now, and the shares fell to various support lines briefly and Ark pounced. This is a textbook wealth building strategy and exactly how you add to a position in a stock you have high conviction in over the long term. I seriously could not give you a better example of how to do it than this right here. Alright, so this last stock took me a little bit by surprise and I actually had to look at them closely to understand the opportunity that Ark saw with them as it's not as obvious as Tesla. And that stock would be Atlas Crest Investment Company, or ticker symbol ACIC. Now this is a SPAC and Ark occasionally does buy SPACs. So it's actually not the norm for them, so I actually believe Ark has to have a high belief in a SPAC to actually buy it. And they purchased over $5 million worth of this stock in their ARK-Q fund. So Atlas is merging with Archer, and I know a few of you guys have actually heard of them before. But real quick, for those of you that haven't, it is a company that is essentially making electric aircraft. And they make a point to say on their website that it is a vertical takeoff and a vertical landing aircraft, which basically means it doesn't need a runway to take off or land. So although the idea seems crazy, It is a $4.5 trillion opportunity according to Morgan Stanley. And we all know Ark is way ahead of the curve in regards to this stuff, so although it may seem crazy to me and you, they do have a track record of just seeing things we can't see yet. Autonomous taxi network was just crazy 5 years ago. Now, it's basically a foregone conclusion that it's coming. So Archer is one of the first movers into this space, and they already have a $1 billion order from United Airlines. That is not a small order, and you know what? If they can deliver and deliver big, the possibilities there are massive. Airlines would love to move to all-electric jets for many reasons, to include significantly decreased maintenance and, the really high fuel costs that come along with operating these jets. Electric planes are key to the airline survival long-term, and Archer already has one of the major airlines as a partner. And again, they put in a large order. And another huge positive is once the merger closes, they will have no debt. And if you study any aviation-related stock, that entire industry is based on massive amounts of debt. So I really like that as well, and obviously Ark does too. And this is obviously a long play and maybe just the start of a larger position that Ark will add to later on. But in the end, Ark obviously felt this was a great time to go discount shopping as they spent over $255 million in stocks last week. I mean, that's just an average week for all of us, right? Yeah, we're all out there doing that. Now for a quick update on the private group. It is coming March 1st. This is going to be a way for all of us to take our investing to the next level. So it will have a private Discord. You will immediately know when I buy and sell a stock. You will have access to my full watch list with immediate notifications when I add a stock to my watch list, or really even when I'm just thinking about researching a stock, I'll throw it on there. You will have live Q&As with me and access to videos that I cannot post here on YouTube for a lot of reasons, but they will be posted there for you and you will have control over a lot of that content. And yes, there are certain videos that I can't post on YouTube or else it destroys the channel. But they're videos that I would love to get out there to you guys, and this is the way to get them out there to you. It will have 2 tiers to choose from, and there will be a special one-time only pricing for those that jump on it early. More details coming as the week goes on, but comment down below if there's something you want to see that I didn't mention. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I always thought